What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video here, Chris's MMA Universe. So it looks like the card on ESPN just wrapped up, and Curtis Blaydes got it done. But he got it done not in the way I thought he would. And Junior Dos Santos actually was defending the takedowns perfectly. I mean, just Curtis Blaydes looked like he just was not going to be able to take Junior Dos Santos down. So with Curtis Blaydes being able to get it done with ground and pound, did not happen. Instead, Curtis Blaydes went to plan B and just used his boxing, relied on his boxing. He was using level changes. He ended up setting up the bomb of a right hand with the jab. So he ended up following up with the right hand, right behind the jab, caught Junior Dos Santos clean, perfectly on the chin. And that was the beginning of the end. He hurt JDS, and he just ended up following up with some knees, ended up catching him again, capped him with some bombs of right hands, and then that was it. The referee saw enough, and that was it. So Curtis Blaydes definitely got it done. I mean, he looked phenomenal. You know, I knew Curtis Blaydes was going to be able to get it done, but I do admit I did not think it was going to be done this way. Now, this is Curtis Blaydes' 10th win by knockout, by way of knockout. So this is actually his 10th win by KO, TKO. So he's not just a takedown artist. He definitely has hands. He definitely has some superior boxing that he showed tonight, especially against Junior Dos Santos, because JDS actually looked very good today. Like, he looked very, very good tonight with his boxing, the way he was swinging. He was throwing some pretty nasty uppercuts that if that would have caught Curtis Blaydes, who knows? You know, it could have been lights out. Could have been the beginning and the end for Blaydes. But Junior Dos Santos just kept going with plan A, where he just kept throwing some lead uppercuts that wasn't following, like, it wasn't hiding behind anything. He wasn't setting them up. He wasn't trying to hide them. He just kept throwing them out there, throwing them out there, throwing them out there. Kept swinging pretty wildly at times, and Curtis Blaydes just was able to telegraph. He was able to stay away from any nasty hands JDS was, throwing at him, and he just ended up getting it done with the boxing of his own. And I gotta tell you, it looked phenomenal. Curtis Blaydes looked phenomenal tonight, but JDS did not look bad himself. It's just that JDS did not want to change from his plan A tactics. So JDS, I mean, we all know JDS is a stand-up artist. JDS loves and feels very comfortable on the stand-up. He loves being able to stand up. He has such phenomenal takedown defense that a takedown threat isn't really too much for him. He's not really threatened by that. He knows he could defend the takedowns, especially at, takedowns from such a dominant wrestler, a dominant takedown artist in Curtis Blaydes. Now, I know he's not just a takedown artist. Like I said, he definitely has some superior boxing that he displayed tonight. But the fact that JDS was able to defend those takedowns was phenomenal. There was nothing, there was really nothing that Blaydes was able to do to take him down. Now, even though he wasn't able to take him down, Curtis Blaydes was level changing, which was making JDS guess. He kept, level changing to make it seem like Curtis Blaydes was going to shoot for a takedown. He was shooting from a little far away, wasn't able to get it. He ended up getting in deep on a double leg that JDS just defended. He just stuffed it. So, but with Curtis Blaydes level changing, that's what ended up, costing. With Curtis Blaydes level changing, was actually, JDS ended up costing him the fight, because with Curtis Blaydes level changing, he ended up making JDS guess, like I said, and he ended up getting caught with a big bomb. But JDS is so comfortable on the stand-up, I don't think he was too worried about Curtis Blaydes boxing. I think he was underestimating Curtis Blaydes boxing, and then it ended up getting caught. But hats off to both men. I knew Curtis Blaydes was going to get it done, but I admit I did not think it was going to get done with the boxing skills. Now, I know Curtis Blaydes had boxing, but I did not think that was going to be able to get it. I did not think he was going to be able to get it done that way. But I knew Curtis Blaydes was going to pull the W. I know he was going to win this fight. I knew he was going to win the fight. I did predict him winning this fight, but not in this fashion. but he did look so phenomenal. Both men look great. JDS did not seem like he was out of it, you know? Like, he didn't seem like he was too old or anything like that. I do not speak any ill will at all for JDS. I do not at all. I love JDS's style. I love the fact that he had, I think it was actually declared JDS back in his prime had the most dangerous weapon in the UFC roster, which was his big bomb right hand. So JDS gets nothing but respect from me, but Curtis Blaydes was able to get it done. I love this fight tonight. It got done in round 2 by TKO. Curtis Blaydes ended up taking out JDS, and I think it was like a minute and 2 seconds into round 2. Minute and 2, minute and 6. I'm not checking, but I'm pretty sure it was around that vicinity. And hats off to both men. You know, I really want to see what's next for Curtis Blaydes. I know he was calling out a title shot, and he wants a title shot. He was able to, you know, he was saying he was able to display his, you know, his boxing skills. He was able to, you know, display his hands, display his wrestling over 3 straight now for Curtis Blaydes. So he's definitely in the conversation. He's definitely in the conversation, but I don't know if Dana's going to end up giving him a title shot just yet. You know, like, there's some stuff going on right now that Daniel Cormier was actually talking about afterwards when they were giving their final thoughts. And, you know, Daniel Cormier is definitely right there. I mean, it would make sense for Daniel Cormier to actually take on Stipe for a 3rd time. It just makes sense. Dana White said it makes sense. I think the fans thinks it makes sense. I think it makes sense. I'm sure you guys think it makes sense for Stipe and DC to just do it one more time, for the rubber match. And I honestly think it makes sense. So I guess we'll see what's going on. Oh, Francis Ngannou is definitely in the discussion. He seems like he's the world beater right now, like DC said at the end there, and he definitely does. I mean, Francis Ngannou with his 3 straight victories against actually both men that were in the cage tonight are 2 out of the 3 that he just recently beat. And I mean, I think out of all 3 fights, Francis Ngannou, I think altogether it's not even 3 minutes, him being in the cage. I mean, he took everyone out in round 1 out of his last 3. And, you know, we just seen the only little chink in the armor we seen in Francis Ngannou was the takedown defense was like when he went against Stipe. But I honestly do believe that all that has changed. I feel like Francis Ngannou was ready. Now, he does have another fight that he has to take care of. So Francis Ngannou is going to have to go on, if he ends up winning his next fight, he's definitely going to be next in line. I don't know who he's going to be behind. I'm not sure if he's going to get it right after DC Stipe 3. I believe he does deserve it after DC Stipe 3, but we'll see what's going on. So it looks like we got Francis Ngannou up there, DC, Stipe, Curtis Blaydes. So we'll see exactly what's going on with those gentlemen to see if who's actually going to be next after DC Stipe 3. And like I said, hats off to both men. If you guys enjoy this content, make sure to smash the like. If you enjoy the video, make sure to subscribe. I really want to know what you guys think about this fight. Like, how do you guys think it was going to play out? I really want to know what you guys thought about the fight overall. And I'll see all you guys in the next one.